Okay, you are welcome back to Dhamma lectures. So, through the book I will explain. Okay, chapter 1. Through the book I will explain. If you have self-studies, you can easily understand. Chapter 1, I have explained about definition and classifications of chaitas. Now, Kamavachara chaitas, page number 24, I want to start. So, easily we should read this one. Chaita that frequent karma planes are called. That is a name, we must understand the name of Kamavachara. Why it is called Kamavachara? Kama means the name of the plane. Mostly, sensual desires happen. Our wars, we got happiness depending on sensual pleasure. So many people, like human beings, as a human beings, we get sensual pleasure. We get happiness and seeing sensual pleasure, desire visible object, desirable visible object, then desirable sound, desirable taste, desirable smell, desirable taste, desirable touch. Depending on such a sensual pleasure, mostly we got happiness. So you should contemplate this one also. Nowadays, people, how they get happiness, how they feel happiness nowadays. We must contemplate. Many people feel happiness. Not only they desire for happiness, they praise others, or may you be happy. Want to share others also. May you be happy. So happiness, from which we obtain happiness. Seeing, hearing, listening, smelling, tasting, touching, or thinking beautiful things. We obtain happiness. Very little people, without using, listening, and without seeing, without hearing, without smelling, without tasting, without touching, without thinking desirable things. Just a Dhamma, thinking of knowledge. Some people get their happiness, feel happiness, thinking about knowledge. It's very rare. You see that? Therefore it's called Kamavachara, Karma. Our world is, we got happiness through sense of pleasure. Or we obtain a true sense of pleasure. Many people have been set through sense of pleasure. Therefore, many people create beautiful things. The musicians create sweet sound, pop music, many different dancing, singing. This is to make pleasant feelings, to have pleasant feelings. They produce fragrance, you see, perfume. Cologne is very well known in Myanmar. Cologne, but the fragrance, perfume, sweet smell. People like this is one. Many people using spray, powder, makeup, and to make it sweet, to have a sweet smell. So flower, air freshener they use. So through this they can get they can obtain, they can feel happiness. Make a beauty, grow in the beautiful flowers. So many people, majorities, we obtain happiness through sensual pleasure, through karma. Sensual pleasure is called karma. Through karma, we obtain feeling happiness. Therefore, this plane is a karma plane. This plane is... Brahma world is not like that. Brahma world is different from us. They are contemplating the object, one of the jhana object. They remain happily. Not a sensual pleasure. They avoid the sensual pleasure. They never like the pop music. They think it is air pollution. Noise pollution, they think. So Brahmas never dislike. Like some yogis in Myanmar, there's a loudspeakers, they're afraid of loudspeakers. But the most majority Myanmar people are listening, so they are happy. In India also, we cannot sleep night times. In India is using loudspeakers. The whole night they are singing, dancing. In near Buragaya. 2003, I was in Buragaya for 2 months. Cannot sleep at night times. Therefore, near that there's a puja. So many pujas in India, Durga pujas, so many pujas. When there's a puja, they carve a statue and they dancing and singing the whole night. People are funny, searching for the happiness in many ways. That is a karma play. So the Buddha's words are very reasonable, very meaningful. Even the word, the meanings, we can consider very meaningful. Our words is karma vajra. Only desires we are wandering. Among this wandering. There are many restaurants for taste. Many restaurants. Cuisines, beautiful style also in Myanmar is usually there's a Western cuisine, there's a Malaysian cuisine, there's a Chinese cuisine. So many. So many different cooks for time to get through the towns. Many different restaurants, yes, because they are searching for happiness through the tasting, through the tongue, tasting sense of pleasures. So in this way, our world is. Brahma is not like that. They never eat. They never searching for restaurant. Cook is not necessary for them. No complaint of food there. Whatever food, vegetarian, non-vegetarian. No buffet there also. They eat only pretty. They enjoy. So you see, joy is food for thought. When someone join or zest, joyful, if some wines are joyful, watching TV, singing, listening to music, the mother and father is a God and feed. They dislike to eat at that time. They are never hungry because of joy. They feel the joy. Like Brahmas never eat. With the joy they remain. You may think many people have a son and a daughter. When they are young, when they are joyful, you must go again and again to feed them. They have forgotten to eat because of joy. They are joyful. So Brahmas are always joyful with their object. This is a jhana object. They remain, they keep their mind on with the object. They are always happy Like the yogis remain inside kutis, practicing inside, only concentration, they are happy. Brahma was in this way, never searching for the sense of pleasure through the eye, ear, nose, and body. Never searching for body. Therefore, they are called Rupavachara. Kamavachara is a sense of pleasure. Okay, that is it. I explained the meaning. Chaita, that frequency, karma plane are called Kamavachara. Consciousness, that frequency, the plane of sense of pleasure. The Kamavachara, the frequency, mostly that is the meaning. Because of some people are not searching for sense of pleasure through eye, ear, nose. They are searching for Dhamma knowledge. So therefore, consciousness and that frequency of plane of sense of pleasure. The Kamavachara Chaita is first classified into three. Namely, first we must memorize these akusala, ahetuka, sogana. Three types of Kamavachara Chaita. So akusala 12. Akusala means contradict to kusala. Kusala means meritorious, wholesome or moral. So akusala is demeritorious. A means negative. Kusala, wholesome, meritorious or moral, just a translation. Literal meaning is more beautiful. Literal meaning, kusala. Literal meaning. Kusala means compound words. Kusala. Ku means discarding. Discard. Like a kochita, discarding. Ku means discarded. Sala means removed. Evil are discarded. Should be, it cause to vomit. Ku. Sala means removed. So kusala means the phenomenon that can remove evil. Like medicine removed disease. Like that, kusala removed akusala. Kusala removed akusala. Disease, medicine removed disease. Therefore, kusala, akusala. Akusala means opposite of kusala. Opposite of kusala. Kusala is so beautiful, that is the meaning. The phenomenon that kusala is so called because that phenomenon can remove evil things, evil thoughts. So wholesome and unwholesome, just a translation. So akusala is demeritorious, unwholesome or immoral. All types of akusala are with the fault and bring about ill result. So first we must know the natures of akusala. The characteristic of akusala. In text it is akusala savacha dukkha vipaka lekkana. Characteristic. Akusala savacha dukkha vipaka lekkana. So that is interesting to understand this kusala and akusala. So this Pali sentence is explain the characteristic of akusala. There are two types of characteristics. Savacha. Savacha means, sa means together, with. Avacha means fault. All akusalas are with the fault. Naturally it is fault. Fault is, it is nature. Like a poison. Poison is dangerous. It's bad effect. Bad effect. Like that, akusala is bad effect. Therefore, fall with the fall. Fall means to be blamed. Something to be blamed. That is a fault. My own fault, your own fault. Fall means something happened wrongly. So, savacha, therefore it is mean, akusala are with the fault and bring about ill result. Dukkha vipaka. Dukkha means suffering or ill. Vipaka means effect. It produces ill result. It brings about a result. Naturally, they are with the fall. Akusala are with the fall. Not only they are with the fall, they produce bad result. So that is akusala. How to know akusala? Through the characteristic, we should know akusala. Any akusala is with the fault. It's bad effect. That is the meaning. Akusala, savacha, dukkha, vipaka, lakkhana. So kusala is opposite. So akusala consciousness is classified into 3 types of names or root. It is root name. Akusala has a root. So the name of akusala we should understand. Akusala of what name? The name of akusala is applied to Chaita or Chaitasika. What is akusala? Chaita is akusala or Chaitasika is akusala. We must understand. According to the definition, Chaita is just awareness of akusala, just awareness of object. Okay? Like a pure water. Chaita is, according to its nature, Chaita, without association with the others, it is awareness of an object. Awareness of an object cannot be said that is a good or evil. So, evil means the thought that is associated with the Chaita, Chaitasika. What are they? Moha, Ahirika. You remember there's 40 types of Chaitasikas. Okay? Moha, Ahirika, Anuttapa, Uddhacca. Loba, Deti, Mana. Dosa, Isa, Macharya, Kokocha. Then Tina, Meda, and Vichikesha. Altogether 40. In Suttanta more explained. Yeah. Maya, Sateya, Tamba, Saramba, Kota, Upana. But according to Dhamma, they are included into 40. 40 is according to nature, as I explained. And Suttanta is more. Suttanta is more. Because according to aspect in Suttanta, as I explained. Even Dosa, Suttanta is said. Kota, Upanaha, Dosa, 3 names in Suttanta. Maya, Sateya, that is the name of Tanha. So, Tamba, Saramba, these are the name of Dosa. So, in Suttanta is more the bad qualities of human beings. So, evil mental states of human beings in Suttas. So, therefore we should know, akusala is the name of Chaitasika. Actually, the name of Chaitasika. When these Chaitasikas associated with Chaita, Chaita also become akusala. Okay? Chaita also become akusala. Because of Chaita is a single, according to its characteristic. When Chaita associated with evil thoughts, it becomes akusala. So the name of akusala is, originally akusala is the name of Chaitasika. We must understand. So this akusala Chaitas are associated with the akusala Chaitasika. So akusala Chaita is classified into three types by means of it is root. There are 3 roots of akusala. What are 3 roots? Loba, dosa, moha. Some akusala Chaitas based on rooted in loba. Because of loba, some akusala Chaita arises. Some akusala Chaitas are because of dosa, they arise. Some akusala chaitas, because of just moha, not loba, not dosa. It's just moha, it arises. Therefore, akusala's root or akusalas are three. Roots are three. Loba, dosa, moha. They are root. As long as these loba, dosa remain, the thought with the loba, the thought with the dosa, the thought with the moha will remain. Talking with the loba, talking with the dosa, talking with the moha will remain. Action with the loba, action with the dosa, action with the moha will remain. So these loba, dosa, moha are called hetupachayo. Hetupachayo. As long as these three remain, the other the loba mula chaita, dosa mula chaita, moha mula chaita, and their action, all remain. All remain. As long as the root remain, the tree will remain. When we do not cut off a root of a tree, the root of a tree will grow up. However, we are cutting, it is a trunk, but we come out again, we grown up again. Like that, as long as loba, dosa, moha remain, the effect associated states will remain. Therefore, they are called root. Loba, dosa, mohas are root. So you should think in this way. When you are angry, depending on anger, you think. Depending on anger, the think, thought. Depending on loba, the thought is different. Different, you see. Thought with the loba, thought with the dosa is different ways. Thought with the dosa is one to torture others, one to hate, one to use abusively. Thought with the loba is one to persuade, one to family, one to friend, one to get something from him. It's quite a different, you see. So as long as the dosa remains, the thought with the dosa will remain. Then the actions of the dosa remain. The speak with the dosa is remain. The angry person never use kind words. When you are angry, is there any time you use this soft word or kind words? Many people, when they are angry, they use abusive words. They never use a kind word at that time. Their mouth, their face is also not a smile face. Not a smile face. So, when we are angry, our face is tension and this ugly face, the eye also open wide. So, such an action, because of, as long as the dosa remain, such an appearance also remain. That is a hetupachayo. Hetupachayo. When there is no dosa, we use kind words. I am apologized. I am angry. Because I cannot control my mind. When dosa is normal, they apologize. Apologize. As long as the rodha remain, no apologize, you see. No apologize is a bi. So therefore, root is three: loba mula, dosa mula, moha mula, attachment, rooted consciousness, hatred, root consciousness. So note, attachment, hatred, and delusions are mental concomitants, citasika, and they are the root of all types of akusala. Then loba mula chaitas, consciousness that is rooted in attachment is loba mula. All types of loba mula are the same in the natures of craving, but it is divided into eight according to feeling, association, promptitude. So we should know this one. Last lectures The other lectures I will explain. Okay? So how to Loba Mula Chaitas become 8? So 2-4 by means of feeling. Pleasant feeling and neutral feelings. 2. Each one is 2-4 by means of association with the round view, without the round view. That is the meaning. His loba is dependent on round view. His loba is not dependent on round view. That is not a thing. Don't think this is a correct view. Don't think it is. Only just absence and with only explain. This one. With the round view, without the round view. Like that, some people commit to killing beings according to their religious teachings, depending on religious belief, religious faith, they commit to killing. They commit to stealing. So depending on it. Therefore, yes, with the round view, without the round view. So Loba Mula Chaita is 4 types. Again, each of them is divided into 4 by means of promptitude, with the promptitude, without promptitude. The Loba Mula Chaita is classified into 8. This is basically classification. So according to church, we should know feeling, association, promptitude. You can count the Loba Mula Chaita using this church. So okay, this is a Loba Mula Chaita. Then the meanings of Pali, if you wish to know the Pali terms, Somanasa Sahagata, accompanied by pleasure, Upekha Sahagata, accompanied by atoms. Some translators use Upekha's equanimity. We should the word equanimity for Metta Karuna Mudita Upekha. This Upekha is not Metta Karuna Mudita Upekha. Only the same terms but different meanings. Here, concerning with the Chaita, the Upekha is just a feeling. Feeling. Indifferent feeling or neutral feeling, we should understand. Metta Karuna Mudita Upekha is not feeling. That Upekha is not feeling. That is equanimity. Equanimity of mental state, equality of mind, calmness of mind. So that is of computable. And in the text, Upekha is 10 kinds of Upekhas. Athasalini and Visuddhimagga is explained 10 types of Upekhas. You see, Sankharupekha, dealing with the Vipassanā. Sankharupekha means Sankhara Upekha. That is a knowledge, not this Upekha. So, regarding to Chaita, classifications of Chaita, this Upekhas must be only feeling. Only feeling. Only feeling means, you see, we feel happiness sometimes, we feel unhappiness sometimes. So, between them also possible, neither happiness nor unhappiness. That is Upekha. So, Dedicata Sampayoga connected with the round view, Dedicata with yoga, disconnected from round view. Asankharika without the front view is Asankharika. That is for Pali terms. This is Loba Mula Chaita. First we must understand this way. Then Dosa Mula Chaita. Plus consciousness that is rooted in hatred is Dosa Mula. All types of Dosa Mula are the same in feeling and association. One feeling, one association. But it is classified into 2 by means of promptitude, with the promptitude, without promptitude. The following is how Dosa Mula can be divided into 2. You see, according to feeling, only 1. According to associations, only 1. With the displeasure. So all Dosa Mula Chaitas with the displeasure. All Dosa Mula Chaitas associated with the ill will. This is the hatred, Dosa. But with the promptitude, without promptitude. That is also we should understand in this way. Many people are angry. Many people experience angry. But this angry sometimes because of thinking, anger is more and more. Some people without thinking, just they meet, angry. They are angry, immediately angry. Some people are by thinking, anger increases more. So immediately angry is asankharika. Thinking the others motivate or self-motivation. For example, someone scolded using abusive words. At that time, he is patient. But after that, think about it. He scores many times. He used me abusive words, not only this one time, several times. It should not be patient. I must do something. So, thinking, anger is more and more. Some people encourage him. Don't be patient. Don't be patient. I help you. Go. Some people encourage. So, dosa mulas are also therefore two types. With the promptitude, without promptitude. Some anger is increased more and more by encouragement, himself, by others. Practically, we should understand. Whatever explain the Dhamma, whenever explain the Dhamma, you should apply. That is a practice. That is a patipatti, practice. Learning in practice. That is the correct way. Not just don't keep just book. Don't keep it just book. So you must apply whatever explain, whenever explain Dhamma. You must apply it in your life. So that is way. So dosa mula citta is possible to two. This is Pali terms and their meanings. Dhammanasa sahagata, accompanied by displeasure. Patika sambayutta, connected with the ill will. Patika means the name of synonymous term of dosa. One aspect of dosa. Dosa means destroy, become ruin. Mental state. Why it is called dosa? Because it is destroying peace mind. Therefore, it is a dosa. You see, whoever is angry, his mind, peaceful state is destroying, become ruined. He lost his peaceful state. Peaceful state is lost. Who destroying? What destroying? Dosa destroying. Therefore, such a nature is called dosa. Dosa means destroyer. Patika. What is a patika? Patika means strong impact. Not like a lava. When dosa arises, dosa hit our heart. Therefore, sometimes it's so angry, that's so painful in the heart. Mentally hit, mentally impinged. When dosa is increasing more and more, the heart attack is, blood pressure is high, cannot be controlled. So therefore, that is called patika. Patika means impact, impingement. Or this meaningful. Then moha mula citta. Consciousness that is rooted in delusion is moha mula. All types of moha mula are the same in feeling indifference. As a indifference, they are feeling the same, only one feeling. Upekha. It is classified into two according to association, but it can be divided as with the promptitude, without promptitude. Cannot be divided, but only association. How moha mula can be divided into two types. Feeling indifference per se, connected with the doubt, connected with the restlessness. Some moha is confused. Confused with the doubt, confused with the restlessness. So they are moha. So we should understand, Chaita is only awareness of an object. But according to Chaitasika, Chaitas are classified. So now, Pali terms and meaning Upekha, Vichikecha, Sampayutta connected with the doubt. Vichikecha is a doubt, Uddhacca is a restless. Vichikecha, Uddhacca are the name of Chaitasika. We have studies already about it. So if we explain a part, the Chaita chapter, you may not know Vichikecha. What is Vichikecha? You may not know what is Uddhacca. First we study the Chaitasika. After that we understand Chaitas. Chaitasikas verify the Chaitas. Through Chaitasikas verify. So these are akusala. Akusala Chaitas are basically classified in only 12. You should try to memorize as a beginner. If you want to study more the Abhidhamma, if you want to have the further studies of Abhidhamma, we must keep these. We should memorize these. There is just enumeration. Okay? We need to study more and more. Then ahetuka. Ahetuka. First we must know the terms and Abhidhamma treatise. The 6th type of mental state. Lobha, attachment, dosa, hatred, moha, delusion. Then with the negative, alobha, non-attachment, or adosa, non-hatred, and amoha, non-delusion are described as a hetu. So first we must know what is a hetu. According to Abhidhamma, hetus are only 6 mental states. They are Chaitasika. Lobha, dosa, moha, alobha, dosa, amoha. These 6 are hetu, not others, according to Abhidhamma. So first we must keep our mind. First we must memorize these hetu. In 24 conditions, patthana, hetu pacchayos referring to only these 6, not others. They are hetu pacchayo, they are hetu condition. Lobha, dosa, moha, evil. Alobha, dosa, moha, good qualities. So they are hetu. But these Chaitas are never associated with these hetu. Never associated with the lobha, never associated with the dosa, never associated with the moha, or never associated with the alobha, adosa, amoha. They are discontented with the lobha, dosa. Lobha, dosa, moha, alobha, adosa, amoha are like a hetu, very strong conditions, not like others. You see, trees remained dependent on root. Without a root, no trees remained. Like that, kusala, akusala remain through hetu. They are like a root of kusala and akusala. That is a hetu pacchayo. Very strong conditions. So these Chaitas never associated with a strong condition. They are without root. Without root means sometimes a confusing or ahetuka means causeless also ahetuka. But in this Chaita, that is not causeless. These Chaitas are product of kusala and akusala. They have a cause. They have a cause, but they have no root hetu. They never associated with the hetu, but they have producing cause. Without a cause, nothing arises, according to Buddha's teaching. Should not be confused about that. So therefore, definition is a more important part to study. The meaning, condition. So what is it, the meanings of hetu? That 45 effects concerned like the root of a tree. That is the meanings of hetu. Okay? Conditions. That 45. 45, what 45? 45 effects concern, how to understand, like the root of a tree. Root, 45 trees. Without a root, tree cannot remain. So, that consciousness is then dissociated from such a hetu is called ahetuka. It means consciousness that is absence from hetu. That is the meaning. Absence of hate. Absence from hate. Ahetuka Chaitanya is divided into 3 according to types. Type means their type is a result. Neither kusala nor akusala nor karma vipaka. That is a kriya. According to type. Akusala vipaka, kusala vipaka, kriya. Altogether 3. What is akusala vipaka? Result of ahit, akusala. Kusala vipaka is a result of kusala. Kriya is inoperative consciousness. There is some translators use inoperative. Inoperative. So many different translations. Functional, some people, some scholars use. Kriya means functional. But we should understand Kriya. What is Kriya? Kriya means mere action. Never produce like a karma. Never produce effect like a karma. Not, they never walk. They never do karma walk. They never do the work of karma. Therefore, they are named just Kriya. So, according to Dhamma Sangani, Neva Kusala, Na Kusala, Nacha Karma Vipaka. So, clearly explained in Dhamma Sangani. Neva Kusala, Na Kusala, Nacha Karma Vipaka means Kriya Chaitas are neither Kusala nor Akusala, no effect of, no result of karma. In this way. Neither kusala, nor akusala, no result of karma. They are kriya. So we should know in this way. Another way I will inform you, mostly kriya chaitas arises within Arahant, not within us. Within Arahant. That is the meaning. When kusala, within us, that is called kusala. Such a type of chaitas within Arahant, it is called kriya. Because they do not do the work of kusala. They do not perform the work of the functions of kusala. For example, we offer the dana. Within us, Mahakusala Chaita arises. Venerable Sariputta also offer the dana. Within him, not Mahakusala Chaita, Mahakariya Chaita. Because of Mahakusala conditions are different. Our conditions with the Lord are also more. Kilesa remain. Venerable Sariputta without contact kilesa. Just karma, that is a called kriya. To understand karma, kriyas. Okay? So commentaries explain kriya within rahans, kriya chaitas are within rahan. Like the flower of a tree, of which root is cut off. For example, one tree bear the flowers. It's okay? Bearing flowers. Someone cut off its root. Can these flowers bear fruit? Cannot. Because of their roots cut off. Flower become, after that they wither and will dry. Trees will dry and cannot grow up. So arahants, within arahants, all karmas become like flowers, cannot bear fruit. That is one thing. Another thing, some flowers, not from all flowers we get the fruit. Some flowers cannot bear fruit. That is called, in Pali it is called Vata Popa, air flower. Air flower means in Myanmar there's a talkative people are called air. Air means nothing. It's just talking. That is air basa. Air basa means no work, just talking. He's just talking. Talkative persons. Like the flower cannot bear fruit, cannot grow up to be fruit. Such a flower is called air flower, Vadapuha. So, Panchadhara Vachana, Manodhara Vachana, these two Kriya Chaitas are like such flowers, air flowers. They never affect. Never affect means like a karma. They never work. They never do the work of karma. You must understand, the work of karma. They never do the work. So two types of Kriya Chaitas. Commentaries explain Athasalini. Commentary on Dhammasankara. So, okay. Akusala Vibhaga, you should read these. The other days I explained Ahituka. Tomorrow lecture I will complete the Chaita chapters. So, okay? First you should read. I explain one point. But you can read. You can read. Your English is better than me. So, you should read these. So chapter 1 is finished. After that, chapter 1 will finish. Then chapter 2. At least we must study chapter 1 and chapter 2. Thoroughly, perfectly. But we should not jump other places. Many points. Okay? Then so let me stop today's lecture.